Do you know what dreams are? Dreams enter in and then tell you stories, and I'm able now to write them. After treatment that I got last year, I am now writing my second book and hopefully publishing my first book. With this vlog, I will tell you all about it on a weekly basis or semi-weekly basis. Stay tuned. And welcome to the vlog. Well, today I'm going to talk about the origin of the Dar'Kin, my origin, when I first made them and created the idea of them, the spark and the digital dust, as you would say. And you can't talk about the Dar'Kin without talking about their evil warlord masters, the Transenders, the gods of sleep simulation. So I'll talk about how I created both these races many years ago, and how I'm now using them to define the stories of the Wardens of the Dawn, and then more importantly for the Dar'Kin, but to doubt and detonate. And then I'll give you some updates on where we are with the stories for the first book. The Dar'Kin. So, many years ago, I started playing with digital art using DAZ and a couple of other digital programs. And as an experiment to understand how to utilize the texture tools or to make the objects work the way I wanted them to, um, I created the Dar'Kin as a project. What you see here are three of my original art pieces from that project. And later, this will be the inspiration for what you'll see in the Detonate book. I actually made these stories. I made three stories: Dar'Kin Royals, Dar'Kin Assassin, and the Dar'Kin New Order. I'm not going to use all those stories here, but the Dar'Kin Royals definitely is part of the Detonate story. This came alive for me um, as soon as I made my first Dar'Kin. I knew there were stories to be told with these people, these creatures. And I've evolved the look and feel, as you can see with the images here. They originally were black, shiny skin with translucent markings on them, and later I've changed them to dark green with light in their veins showing radioactivity. So they have evolved and have changed as well in the book. I also like this one image here with the prince and this robot and the angel above it. And the angel, of course, now in the book is Rick. So there's an interesting asymmetry between it all. Dar'Kins are something that have inspired me for a long time, and I'm very happy to put them into the Wardens of the Dawn. When I created the Dar'Kin, immediately I created the Transenders. The Transenders were the race that enslaved the Dar'Kin, and the Dar'Kin stories happened when they freed themselves from the Transenders. I utilized that theme greatly in all my books, and but the Transenders are something that have to be looked at. They are masters of the sleep and waking realms. You can see by the image here. He projects himself as in the waking world as a golden-skinned creature, and in the dream world as a blue-skinned creature. These are the Transcender forms. They put they capture a civilization, they put them into the sleeper pods, and then they use the minds to animate their creative world where they are the gods and can play their games. But in the waking world, they utilize their knowledge, their powers. They create robots. They manage hollow light soldiers when needed. And if there are aliens whose physical attributes are more valuable, then they turn them into walking slaves. Transgenders are the devastating force in my universe, and yet they have been beaten, but they're not beaten all the way. We'll see more of them in the future coming. From art to myth. They came to me in pixels and silence, shadows with names, stories half told. The darkened were never just art, they were echoes of a war between sleep and truth. And now, as Morgana rises, I wonder, did the Baron dream me too? Okay, so this is the update stage. In book one, um, Joanne still has parts two, three, and four. She's still on her break. I've been dealing a lot with Chris. He's been doing a lot more sessions. Almost every night, he's focusing on a small session with the artwork. I think within a week, we're going to see a final cover, and he's going to help me turn the cover into book covers. In book two, I just completed this week scene 19. That's 35,000 words I've written. And I've also started putting together some deep thoughts and notes for book four. That book four is Everett's big story. Its working title is Transenders Way, but I haven't decided on the final title for that one yet. That would be a big work. Next slide, I will show you where we are with the cover. So here, Chris has enhanced the domes more. He's even created an enhanced nice turtle that's in the foreground on the left side. Built up more tone for the ocean floor that you'll see the bottom of the left side. And he's did a bit more work on Everett's face. He's going to change the color of the eye back to white though, and he's going to do more work on the ocean floor on the right side of the painting still. I think it's still coming out absolutely fantastic. It's going to look great as a book cover. It's going to look great as a painting on my wall. And when I go to events, that's one of the things I will be doing. Recently, I just went to a local fair, and there they had two rows of booksellers, book authors, and I was able to make a number of contacts. Um, if you talk to me at the book fair, thank you very much. I won't mention your name here, but I learned a lot from you guys. One of them was a well-published science fiction writer here in the Netherlands and talked to me about translating the text. And I understand that it's a very expensive proposition and it's also something that has to be weighed with benefit. So as you're watching this vlog and you think that this book should be available in Dutch, I would appreciate it if you leave some comments down below on that. Thank you. The other authors that I talked to, a gentleman who has been publishing his science fiction books in English and Dutch in Netherlands for over 10 years, and he's self-published. And so I checked my publishing plan with him, and he's like, "This is your first book?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "It took me book three before I could figure this stuff out. So you're definitely on the right direction." And he is open to talk to me about all my publishing solutions. So I got now kind of a publishing guide, but I'm on the right way. These guys give me more encouragement that the next steps are easier than I am thinking they are. And hopefully I'll have something for you soon. Um, Thanks for watching the vlog, and then look far out for us next time. This is Bill. Bill out.